Alright, these are all of my small palettes, eyeshadow palettes. I keep them in this acrylic tiered thing here that just sits on my desk, and that way I can see them all, and I'm very out of sight, out of mind, so being able to see them helps me use them up like this. But so I'm just going to start down here and work my way up to up here. So the first one is a kind of a novelty one that I got from Hot Topic a while ago. It's a Harley Quinn. I've worn this on Halloween when I've gone as Harley Quinn. The shadows themselves are not high quality, but I like it just to keep it, so I'm going to hold on to this one as a collector novelty type thing. Okay, this one is the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow, and this one I was really excited to get. This is the smoky color. It's got a lot of jewel tones in it, which is really nice, but I haven't used it a whole lot. So I think I want to keep this to keep playing with it, because I was really excited to get it, but I will test it, make better effort to use it, and then if I don't use it in the next declutter, then I'll go and give it away at that point. Okay, so these are Profusion eyeshadows. I got these at the Dollar Tree a while ago. This one is a neutral and this one is a smoky. And Profusion is actually not terrible quality eyeshadows, especially if you use a good, like the Urban Decay primer underneath them. They're all right. So these ones are not terrible palettes, but I almost never use them. And so I only paid $1 for both of them, or for each of them rather. I'm just going to go ahead and pass these ones along to someone else who's actually going to use them. Okay, so this is another one by Profusion, and this doesn't have a name as far as I can tell, but it's this, but this is what it looks like on the inside. It's got a nice variety of like purples and blues and some neutral colors here. This was a Christmas gift from a friend a while back, so I'm going to hold on to it and just make more of an effort to use it. So this is a palette by Starlooks, and I believe this is their Tokyo palette. This is really good quality eyeshadows. It's really nice. You got like a matte purple. You've got a matte burgundy here. I really like this green color, but this is another thing that I never reach for too much, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this along to someone else. Okay, this one I absolutely know I'm going to keep. This is the Naked Basics 2 palette, and this is one that I use constantly. Like, I've got really deep dips in these two here. This is my favorite crease shade right here, so I'm definitely holding on to this one because I'm pretty sure I'll use this up, and when I use it up, I'm going to buy it again. So, alright, this one is the Wet n Wild Fergie edition. What's this called? Center Stage Collection Photo Focus Studio Eyeshadow. So she came out a while back with all of these different color schemes, and I had to actually like hunt for this, and I think I've used it like a couple times, like 3 or 4 times than the time that I've had it. I really like this color here, but it's so sparkly. Like, I don't know if you can tell how much shimmer is in all of these, and I just don't really use them that much. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along to someone else. This is also from the Center Stage collection, and this one is has a lot of pretty colors in it, and I've used it a couple of times, but it's another one that it's like I don't grab for it very often because of how bright the colors are. So I think I'm going to pass this one along as well. Okay, this one is by Ulta, and this is one that they did for a birthday gift a couple of years ago, and I do not like any of these colors. I don't like the eyeshadow. I just don't like this whole thing, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that along as well. This one makes me sad because this is the Almay Intense Eye Color, and they used to have these small palettes of 3 different shadows, and like this one was for blue eyes, which I have blue eyes. They had some for green eyes and brown. They had some for green eyes and brown eyes, etc., etc. This shade up here, I love this shade. I have an indent in it, but I've had this for a long, long time. And I noticed that this does not have the same pigmentation that it used to, so I think this has gone bad. So I'm actually going to go ahead and throw this one away and see if I can hunt for a dupe of that color. If anyone knows of any, let me know. I tried looking for a new one, and I couldn't find that anymore, so I don't think they're making them anymore. So this is one by L'Oreal, and this is just a little smoky color here. I'm going to keep this one because it's really pretty. And I'm just gonna, keep it out where I can see it and see if I can use it more. Okay, this one I'm kind of torn on because this is the e.l.f. 18 pan eyeshadow palette. And I used this a lot when I first got it, but I don't like, it's from their geometric line. And these little tiny ones here are hard to get your brush into, especially like once you wear it down, getting your brush into these little corners here is gonna be such a pain. So I'm doing a pan that palette with a large e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. I think I'm going to hold on to this one and start using this up as I run out of shades in that larger palette. And then at the end of the year, whatever's left, I'm just going to toss. Okay, this one is fairly new. This is by Urban Decay, Urban Addictions. And this I got with some points from Sephora. So it's just got these 4 nice colors in it. I'm definitely keeping this one because it is new and I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. So this one is Wet n Wild, their Comfort Zone palette. I think I'm going to hold on to this one for right now because I do use it when I want to do a green eye look. This is what I reach for especially these ones here. So I'm going to hold on to this for right now. Yeah. And then this one is their Petals or In Bloom, what's it called? The name is not on this one, but this is their purple one. And this one I've kind of been looking at it and going back and forth because I don't use it a lot, but it is really pretty. And this is one that I specifically got for myself as a birthday present. So when I got this one as well, but I think I'm going to hold on to it for right now and try and use it more, and see where I go from there. Okay, so this is what I'm keeping up here. This is all I'm getting rid of, so I think I about halved my collection there, and this will be gone by the end of the year. So that is a pretty good progress there, much better than my larger palettes at least. Okay, this is just a quick insert here. These are my palettes that have multiple things in them. Like this is the Wet n Wild color icon, I think they were. And these are the limited edition for a couple years ago. And these ones I'm gonna keep. I've got this in Fair Trade Coffee and Sunset Junction. I'm gonna keep both of these for travel purposes and see how often I use them. This is the City Color Contour and Define. Again, I used this a lot when I first got it. It's a nice neutral color with a nice low-key highlight, a bronzer and contour that work with my skin tone, so I'm going to keep that one too. This is the e.l.f. Contour Palette. I use this constantly. I did accidentally, anyone who saw my travel makeup kit knew I took this with me, and it did shatter, so I did repress it. It's not as good as it used to be, but I'm going to try and pan it probably. But I like all of these shades in here. This one I've got a dip in this because I use it under my eyes a lot. Definitely holding on to that one. And this one is the Too Faced Soulmates palette. This is Ross and Rachel. I'm keeping this just because it's Ross and Rachel and my mom got it for me. The bronzer is too warm for me. The blush is not a color I wear very much, but I'm keeping it anyway because I can.